Okay, picture this. You wake up tomorrow morning, and before you've even opened your eyes, your AI has already organized your entire day. Your meetings are perfectly prepped, your commute is mapped out around traffic, your emails are summarized, and it's literally just waiting for one simple instruction from you. What should we do today? Well, and maybe, please, no meetings before 9 a.m. Now, I know that sounds like a sci-fi movie script, but this is a scenario we're going to explore deeply in today's explainer because we are rapidly bridging the gap between science fiction and our immediate reality. You see, the shift? It really isn't a distant fantasy anymore. Consider this. Generative AI reached a staggering 53% global adoption rate in just 3 years. That is wild. It's actually faster than the adoption of the personal computer or the internet. And if you look at Stanford's 2026 AI Index, they report that 88% of organizations are already using it in some capacity. So the question we really need to ask isn't whether everyone will have an AI assistant, it's what happens when they actually do. Let's start with the personal AI copilot, from reactive to proactive. Let's think about a professional. We'll call him Alex. With today's AI, Alex wakes up, types a prompt, and waits for an answer, right? It's reactive. But tomorrow's AI? It's already working while he sleeps. It monitors the morning traffic, bumps his breakfast order up by half an hour so it doesn't get called, and tees up his 3 most critical emails. It's a fundamental shift from AI as just a neat tool you query to a proactive digital copilot that actually anticipates what you need and, if you give it the green light, just executes it for you. Moving right along to transforming education and work. The end of one size fits all. This complete transformation kicks off in the classroom, shifting from one teacher lecturing for 40 kids to a highly personalized AI experience perfectly tailored to each student's speed and preferred language. But the most immediate impact, that's going to be in the workplace. Imagine sitting down at your desk and your AI assistant has already summarized your inbox, crunched the overnight sales data, drafted your initial reports, scheduled your afternoon, and prioritized your top 3 tasks. Your whole role shifts dramatically when all of that heavy lifting is finished before 9 a.m. Instead of spending hours gathering information, you get to spend your time deciding what to actually do with it. And this integration into our everyday workflows is happening incredibly fast. Microsoft's Work Trend Index recently highlighted this exact trend, finding that an overwhelming 93% of surveyed Indian business leaders are intending to use AI agents to extend their workforce capabilities. And they aren't talking about a decade from now. They're talking about the next 12 to 18 months. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What about jobs? The International Monetary Fund estimates AI could affect 40% of jobs globally, which sounds scary. But history actually gives us a really comforting lesson here. Think about it. Calculators didn't eliminate mathematicians, and spreadsheets definitely didn't eliminate accountants. They just changed the tasks. Similarly, AI will likely replace certain mundane tasks, but enhance millions of others. The real career question for all of us moving forward is simply, how effectively can you work alongside AI? But let's pause for a second, because we need to talk about the price of convenience, memory, privacy, and control. We have to consider a massive trade-off here. What happens when your AI becomes your external brain? Effortlessly recalling a random meeting from 6 months ago or finding a document you filed last year, totally freeing up your mental bandwidth. Sounds like a dream, right? But for your assistant to be that useful, it has to know your schedule, your purchases, your highly sensitive work data, and even your real-time location. So who truly controls that incredibly powerful information? Because if that data gets leaked or manipulated, the consequences are absolutely enormous. And let's take it a step further. What if an AI starts to know your habits better than you do? Say it recommends a major career change based on its predictive algorithms. We hit a really profound philosophical wall here regarding human agency. If you just follow the prompt, are you actually making a choice? Or are you just rubber stamping an algorithm's math? Actually, scratch that. Maybe you're just rubber stamping it because the AI knows you usually make terrible, impulsive decisions on a Friday afternoon. Which leaves us to our next section. The new AI economy, a world of infinite content and agents. If we zoom out to the macro level, AI is drastically lowering the cost of creation. A single person can now act like an entire production studio. But when things like videos, images, music, and code become infinitely abundant and cheap, the core nature of economics completely flips on its head. In this new world, the only commodities left that are truly scarce and valuable are human attention and human trust. All of this abundance sparks an entirely new digital economy, fueled by what's being called an internet of AI agents.
Your AI won't just talk to you, it's going to be constantly negotiating with other AIs at lightning speed. It figures out you need a flight, pings the airline's AI, negotiates scheduling with your colleagues' AI assistants, and finalizes the entire itinerary, all without you lifting a single finger.
However, this lightning-fast shift creates a very real, very dangerous new digital divide. It's no longer just about who has access to a computer, it's about who knows how to direct the specific tech. Think about employee A, who builds workflows and seamlessly delegates tasks to their AI, versus employee B, who maybe uses it once a week as a glorified search engine. The productivity gap between these two is going to be absolutely unprecedented.
Now, certain regions are already showing massive momentum in closing this divide. Government data, citing Stanford's research, places India third in the 2025 Global AI Vibrancy Ranking. Their AI skill penetration is way above the global average, which really just proves how quickly entire ecosystems are adapting to this new reality. So let's wrap up with retaining the human advantage, what AI cannot replace. Here is the crucial takeaway from all of this. If AI becomes infinitely better and faster at processing data and executing tasks, what is uniquely valuable about us? The answer isn't raw intelligence anymore. The things an AI simply cannot simulate are our distinctly human traits, our capacity for judgment, empathy, leadership, and courage. An AI can spit out 10 brilliant business ideas in 5 seconds flat, sure, but it takes human taste and judgment to decide which of those ideas actually matters and deserves to be brought into the real world. I love this quote because it perfectly sums up our role in this wild new world. AI can generate possibilities. Humans still have to choose. Technology is going to hand us 1,000 different paths, but we are the ones who have to step up and align those infinite possibilities with our actual human values. Because the truth is, the reality of everyone getting an AI assistant, it's not going to be some dramatic, overnight science fiction event where we wake up and the world has totally changed. It's going to be a quiet, gradual integration. Just one automated email here, one optimized meeting there, until having an AI run your life simply becomes second nature. And as we slowly drift toward that tipping point, every single one of us is going to have to make a deeply personal choice. We have to decide exactly where to draw the line between empowering assistance and complete dependence. We have to balance ultimate convenience with the loss of control and weigh automation against our own personal autonomy. The future absolutely belongs to those who learn to combine human values with AI capabilities. Because if everyone eventually has a genius-level AI assistant in their pocket, the most important question won't be what the technology can do, but rather, what will you choose to do with it? And that wraps up our explainer for today. I really want to hear your thoughts on this because it's such a profound shift for society. Would you hand over the keys to your life for ultimate convenience, or do you think humans must strictly stay in the driver's seat? Drop a simple yes or no and let me know your reasoning in the comments below. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.